then if you guys could play any queen in the show, who would it be? Andy, we're starting with you because you seem very excited to answer the question.
See, I always get Jane Seymour in every conversation we have. Like, and like everyone seems to think that's a bad thing, but I'm going to own it. I'm going to be Jane.
I love it. Yes!
Such a Seymour.
I really want to be Berlin, I think.
We'll see at recalls.
I think I'd like to play Aragon. Because like then you can just like do your bit and be like, oh god, thank God I've done my stuff.
Take a smoke break,
Relax now and just like enjoy everyone else's.
Right.
It's right. Got to think about practicality.
I mean, everyone obviously Cleves. Like, you're all wrong. Like, obviously.
Catherine Howard for me, like 100% would be the one I want to do.
Yes.
I know, I feel like, no. Berlin or Cleves, but I do love a bit of power as well.
Well,
It's
Toby
greedy.
is the only person here who has played a queen.
Hey.
Tell us about
yeah,
it, Toby.
Like, what?
What was that?
I once went on for Catherine Parr in London, which was
Good.
yeah, legit.
How did it feel? Besides
How did
jet
it
lag,
feel?
excited. Yeah.
It was so funny because at the time, like all the casts were like falling apart. There was like illness and injuries and stuff, and then these guys made this list of like contingency plans of like, okay, if this many cast members are like injured or can't sing, like then we do this version of the show. Then like right at the bottom is like, and if we can't find anyone else to stand in, like we'll ring Toby and get him to do it. And then like. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, I'd love to go on, it'd be so much fun, like joking about it because obviously it wasn't gonna happen. Then lo and behold, like 5 days later, I'm like sitting in my flat eating crumpets because that's what we do in England. And then I get a phone call from the stage manager being like, hi Toby, like do you have plans this afternoon? And I was like, I have tickets to see The Lion King in the cinema. Like, why are you asking? And she was like, do you want to come be Catherine Parr on the West End for 2 shows? And I was like, oh my God, for 2 shows. A matinee and an evening. And I was like, oh my God, amazing, yes. Ah! And then like it was... And then also what was really, really fun about the whole thing was that Lucy and Joe Bayton, who's our musical supervisor, who actually I live with and wasn't there, they were both on a flight about to go to Florida. And so I like rang them, I was like, Lucy, I'm going on for Catherine, but like, what do I do? And you were like, don't make it about you. And I was like, oh. Which was actually the best advice ever, because if Lucy hadn't said that, I would have turned to the theatre being like, oh my God, everyone's so nervous, and the cast would be like, oh my God, the writer's here and he's nervous, we're all gonna die. And then I turned up and I was like, cool, which is what I do all the time, actually. So it was really easy. But I turned up and I was like, hey, Queens, how's it going? Like, it's going to be really fun. Like, I'm really excited about it. And they were like, oh, cool, yeah, us too. And then it was like, but I was like sweating inside.
Of course.
Because of those hot pants.
You saw?
Oh, you were there? What? Really?
Official review was good.
Saw the shorts in person.
Oh my God, thank God you saw it again. Oh my God. Literally.
I want to be that
gets
bad.
like,
She's here.
Catherine Parr be like, dear Tom, you know I love you, boy. So
People were desperately trying to get tickets, weren't they? After when it went out on socials.
maybe for the evening one, the matinee, people didn't really know. It was the stage manager was like, Toby's coming on, and there were like a sprinkling of people that knew who were like, woohoo! And then like most were like mothers with their young children who were like, what? And then like I came on in these like hot pants that they had backstage, and there were lots of mothers just being like. They were tight pants. And, yeah.
I was watching that show and it was really strange because Parr is also like the writer within the show, and so there's this really like strange meta level going on of seeing the writer.
So much more.
play the
Remember that I am the writer. I wrote this.
But there was also I mean, this isn't. Is this ruining it? It's ruining it a little. If you haven't seen the show, I'm about to ruin it slightly. There's a moment where Parr like stops the show slightly and says, you know what, I'm good, I can't do this anymore. And Toby so underplayed it that the audience weren't sure if it was Toby the actor saying, you know what, I am done with being on stage. And I've never heard, it's like what you would want from a Parr to say, because the audience were just awkward at that moment in time. They're like, is he gonna walk off? Like,
Acting was so naturalistic and so believable.
And it's like when you said, do you have any notes? I went, none. It was perfect.
You were amazing. No, you said loosen up a bit. You were nervous, and I was like, okay, I will. But what was also really funny is that like Catherine Parr, like she keeps quite a low profile throughout the show, which is good because like the Boleyns and the Cleaves of this world, they're quite like making lots of jokes and taking up lots of like space in the thing. And I was like, okay, well, as like the boy on stage, I'm gonna like you know, it's good that I'm par because she doesn't have lots of like big laughs. She like, kind of keeps a low profile until her song, where she's like, wait, queens, stop arguing. This is not what feminism is about. And then, and then they were like, what do you mean? She's like, okay, guys.
They're not like, what do you mean? They're like, we don't want to hear from you. Like, no, I will explain it.
Listen,
I am
sit down, you
everyone.
whiny, complaining women, and this is feminism. You know I love you, boy. And it was like the complete like antithesis to the message of the show. It was like the only boy on stage being like, guys, this is the message of the show, okay? Listen up. Let me tell you a story. But like, so, but
That's amazing.
you know what? It was good press.
Absolutely.
We do, right?
Maybe on Broadway you can reprise. We don't know. That could happen.
Me again? It happen. You too.